I'll go ahead and get started.
At approximately 12:30 this afternoon, the United States Marshals Fugitive Task Force responded to this apartment complex where they were trying to apprehend a known fugitive from New York, wanted for attempted murder. They had developed information that he was staying in the complex. As they attempted to make contact with him at one of these apartments here, he fled out the back of a second story, jumped off the balcony, fled around the corner where one of our one of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office canine officers, Wes Bowen, was stationed with his dog Justice. The dog was on leash, the dog was let loose. Suspect fled over here towards this wall here. Another one of the task force members from another jurisdiction was positioned probably to the east. The suspect fired on the officers. Officers returned fire. Suspect was shot and killed here. Multiple gunshots by both officers, and it appears to be multiple gunshots by the suspect.
Any of the officers or the canine hit?
The canine is not injured that we know of. Officers are not injured, but very dynamic scene here. A lot of shots fired. So we don't have a count on that right now.
Do you know how long he's been on the run? I'm sorry, guys. Do you know how long he's been on the run?
I do not know those. I know it's from back in Warrant was back in January, but again, those things you can get from the United States Marshals Task Force and David already.
Did you say the suspect's name?
No, we haven't released that. Waiting next to kin notification. And the same thing with the officer from the other jurisdiction. His family has not been notified at this point.
Let's say, so there are multiple officers, different agencies, but do we know who fired the shot? Was it St. Johns County that they were working with you guys as well, or?
Yes, I mean it's a United States Marshals Task Force, so it's some of our officers are on the task force. It's a multi-jurisdictional task force with officers from St. Johns County. The deputy from St. Johns County was one of the ones that fired the shot.
And the suspect did fire first?
Yes. Well, we don't know about first.
Okay.
There were shots fired by the officers and the suspect.
What time did this happen?
12:30.
You're saying officers, so a St. Johns County officer fired, and then another officer also fired as well from JSO.
Wes Bowen, the Jacksonville canine officer, fired his weapon at the suspect.
Were other people around in the complex at the time? Nothing like that?
It doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear to be that there were people wandering around anything that I know of.
Right.
Can you describe the situation again? So they come up, they're trying to serve the warrant, they know he's here.
Yes.
Okay, can you describe that again and what happened?
There's 7 officers of the task force that were here to apprehend this violent suspect. They set up a perimeter. You know, as they went to make entry on the door, the suspect fled out the balcony. So he jumped off the second floor balcony with a gun in hand. Obvious that he had a gun. Both officers saw that he had a gun. He fled on foot, and then at some point during that foot chase, he fired at the officers, and they fired multiple shots back at him. So again, we don't have a count on the number of shots. That's something we can follow up with you later on.
Thank you, Chief.
All right.
Did you say what he was wanted for?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
In New York.
In New York.
And how do you spell the officer's name?
Wes Bowen, B-O-W-E-N, 14-year service. His dog's name is Justice.
And what's his rank?
He's a canine officer.
Okay, thank you.